Society is built upon the work of previous generations. Each idea and every brick placed has built a foundation for the following generations to set their stone. Just like civilizations, every movie genre also has its classics. Those movies that shaped and left an impact that will last forever and build the foundations for other movies for years to come. 2001: A Space Odyssey is one of those movies, impossibly perceptive in a time where humanity hadn't even landed upon the moon. 2001 has captured our audiences even to this day. Looking even deeper than the style, the editing techniques in 2001 were spectacular and influenced many movies, sci-fi or not, to this very day. 2001's spectacular editing techniques can be seen in its use of its shots and its continuity. The basic building block of film editing is the shot. It's what brings words to screen and the story to life. The most fundamental tool for editing shots is the cut. Shots aren't simply standalone, they are also considered in their relation to the other shots. 2001: A Space Odyssey uses editing cuts with its shots to bring tension and other emotions into moments where there might necessarily not be any. Towards the end of the movie, when Dave has become the Star Child, one isn't quite sure what is going on, but due to the connection between the shots of the Star Child and Earth, you can feel a sense of purpose. Another example is whenever Hal is trying to eliminate one of the crew members. The shots always go from Hal to whatever event is taking place. Kubrick is brilliantly ascribing motion to an immobile object by using strings of shots to connect one part to another that previously might have had no connection. Continuity editing seeks to achieve logic, smoothness, sequential flow, and the temporal and spatial orientation of viewers to what they see on the screen. Essentially, this means that what happens on screen makes as much narrative and overall sense as possible, and it keeps the audience in connection with what's going on. A famous example of this in 2001 is in the beginning when the ape throws the bone in the air and immediately cuts to an orbiting weapon satellite. I initially thought this was a jump cut, but after researching, I discovered that it is actually considered to be one of the most famous match cuts in all of film. This match cut immediately connects the ape and his weapon with humanity and their weapons. It's an incredible shot that gets across exactly the point the director and editor want to make without any words being said. Another example in another movie of this is a Psycho when it cuts to the blood draining down the shower floor. The center of the drain becomes the center of the victim's eye and creates a sense of connection with the viewer due to its editing. Discontinuity editing breaks these rules by seeking to achieve transitions between shots that aren't smooth. An example in 2001: A Space Odyssey is when Dave is growing older in the last scene. The closing sequence, with the astronaut inexplicably finding himself in a bedroom somewhere beyond Jupiter, were baffling. It jumps from him being one age to another, and it is very jarring. I actually had to go back and watch the scene multiple times to understand exactly what was going on. Kubrick used discontinuity to help the viewer connect with the erratic experiences the protagonist was experiencing at the time. 2001: A Space Odyssey is a brilliant and groundbreaking film in many ways, one of which is its editing process. Kubrick and his team used different kinds of shot editing to display emotion and tensions where previously there had been none. Kubrick not only created a movie that was foundational in its own right, but would still remain foundational in the years to come.